I'm so sorry. We are sorry because this is my problem. This is my fault. My guest has been so ready this whole time. And this whole stream here thing, I think I need to give up, or I don't know, but I think I need a technical team because this little girl trying all those things on her own, oh my gosh, that is such a headache. But we can never not give you the information that we've promised. It's a Sunday and the week is just starting. You need some information that will get your week going, that will get you out there with something new. Perhaps whatever you're going to learn today, you might be kinder to your son, to your brother, to your husband, to your baby daddy, to your cousin, to whoever, because we are talking about men. So tonight I bring you Baldwin Mupunga, my cousin, my son. I tell you, like mother, like son, as you can hear, I am so audible and so is he. In as much as you cannot see him, in as much as we really wanted you to see him, I am so sorry that you're not going to be able to see him today, but we're going to do all our means, as we say, baby steps. I'm still a toddler, learning to crawl until I walk. One day we'll be able to do everything that we said we're going to do and be able to appear as much as possibly not just live like this, but having sit next to each other with the guest. You know that kind of setup, I tell you. But tonight, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Bolton Mupunga, and we'd like to have him introduce himself to us and tell us exactly who he is. Mr. Mupunga, may you please give us a brief introduction to who you are before we start our live tonight.
All right, okay. Number one, I'm so proud to be your cousin. Number one, I'm your cousin. You know, I'm so proud. Okay, fine. I'm Baldwin Mupunga. Is it? Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm Lana's cousin. I'm so proud for our homegirl. No, I'm so proud. I'm Baldwin Mupunga, and then you must know I'm older than her. So when she talks sense, yeah. Wait. When she talks sense, I talk much more logical things than her.
Even though he's my son. Well. And by the way, I can see him even though you cannot. And I see that we have Opili Amutland. Thank you for joining us. We also have Begazela who says that I am happy that I am in. Thank you so much for being so patient. You know, patience is a virtue, as we say. I know we took so long, but the fact that you have joined us tonight, it means so much. And as if you do not know Baldwin Mupunga, he has a Facebook page too. He is Baldwin Mupunga. He is a minor, overseer minor. And so, being an overseer minor, you are going to hear so much about everything. You might be a minor, you might be interested in mining. What? He is the guy to go to and talk to. He will, okay, not for free, of course. My son need to, you know. We need wealth in this family. We need the money. Please, we need the money. Yes. I know that. Yes, consultation fee. We need the money. We have to lift each other up. I know that as Africans, we like asking for favors, yeah? But how about we start helping each other out? In the sense that I serve you, you serve me. That way, the money circulates and we help each other out. And I see that I still have people who are asking me about joining the live if it has started on my inbox. If you know someone who wanted to be online with us today and has not, please go to them, to their inbox, and tell them that we are here and we are waiting for you. We are excited to have you. And I hope you're just as excited as we are. Well, tonight I have the first question for Mr. Mupunga, who is going to answer for us. We are going to bomb him, bombastic, everything. And I also want to welcome Charity and Anna. Thank you so much for joining us. Charity says, I have taken a seat here. Ma'am, you are not going to regret it. And Pili says, I joined on time. Thank you, girl. We are so happy to have you. I hope you are smiling as I am. And I hope my smile is very contagious. Having the first question for Mr. Mupunga, it says, Mining is known as one of the toughest jobs in the world. What does a normal day underground feel like emotionally and physically for you as a man?
Okay, as a man, it depends to say, how did you come from home? Yeah, if you kissed your daughter to say, okay, I'm going underground, I'm going to work. The vibe starts from home. Honestly, yeah, it starts from home. And then also, mining is not easy. It's a hard job, but you need that motivation. Yeah. So at the end of the day, our day starts easy. And what's up? You know, as men, we actually talk. We hype each other because we're going into an unnatural ground. We are the ones that are creating that ground, and then you just need some motivation, and then it's about just certain motivations. Just Daddy, you're going. Daddy, you're back. We need that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because what we've seen, I think a lot of people, when you talk about mining, those who do not know mining, sikhuluma ngokutsheketsha. But masikhuluma ngokutsheketsha again, people always have in their mindset about ugweja. I don't know if you knew that people literally go to school and they earn diplomas, degrees, masters, PhDs in mining. Mining is okay. He is going to explain to us, because I know so many people think that mining is some sort of barbaric type of practice and all that stuff. But we're going to tell you how respectful it is today. And hey, I need you to listen. Pay attention as we welcome also Harriet, who says, I'm so late for the show. Hi, Miss Bule. Hi, Mr. Baldwin. She's greeting you. And Ashley says, she's on board. Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. I know there are other people who've been waiting to join, but they have not been able. Let me just notify a little bit, a minute. We are live now. Okay, I think those people will be able to notify others as well that we are live, because they have a whole lot of network of people who say they want to join in. So moving on to our next question for tonight, we have the question that says, what is the biggest silent struggle miners face that the public rarely sees or understands? Please fill us in, Mr. Mpunga. What is the struggle that you go through, speaking for yourself and speaking for other miners out there, that we don't know about because we do not know really your world?
Okay, this struggle starts from home, to be honest. And then the next struggle gets to your employer. And then also, now I'm going to talk deep mining. It's applied with what you need as a miner. You check. Okay, let me come back a little bit. Let me come back a little bit home to say, okay, fine. As a woman, if there's no salt in the kitchen, you won't cook.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes. If there's no salt in the kitchen, you won't cook. If there's no paprika, you won't make the best meal. Yeah. So as miners, we actually need whole support, because what we're doing is that we're taking a whole lot of risk. Yeah. So right now I'm mixing between full scale and small scale. Yeah. You check. So small scale, you need that support. And then big scale mines, you need that support, but then it comes differently. Yeah. But then at the end of the day, we just want to go at the end of the day.
Yeah, so basically from what Mr. Mpunga has said, he says that what they face, the struggles that they face the most as miners, as men, is not having the enough resources to make their work. Yeah? But Walk with us, walk with us. We are coming with it. Yeah? We are coming with it. As we also welcome Mtunzi, the poem, we also welcome Minentle Bulem, who says your little sis is on board. Hi sis and hi Kazi. Hi baby. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Mtu. We welcome you tonight. Thank you so much for being with us as we move on to the third question of about tonight, which says, when you wake up for work, what thoughts hit you first? Do you ever feel fear? Because we've seen videos, we've seen a lot of these things happening whereby men are buried underground. But you have to wake up every morning. But first of all, we have to find out, do you ever go underground or are you the surface man? Because I understand that with mining, they are different. There are others who go deep underground and then there are others who do not. And I'm sure the underground one is the scariest of them all. But so, can you please fill us in on that?
Oh, okay, fine. On my end, I've always gone underground.
Mm-hmm.
On my end, my personal end, I've always gone underground. And on my personal end, underground is actually safer.
Okay.
To be honest, because you won't get struck by lightning. Yeah, for me, I'd rather be underground all day, every day.
And does it feel safe? Does it feel safe when you're going underground? Do you feel safe?
You know, if you do not do your job correctly, then it won't be safe.
Okay. Do you ever feel afraid though? Are there days when you wake up and you are going to work and you are afraid going underground?
If I did my work well, yeah. If someone did my work, then I'll be scared. But going to mining is like going to military. You just wait for whatever. You are ready to say. Even if the roof collapses, you're just ready. You're just ready.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you are the one that makes that environment safe. As an overseer miner, yeah, exactly. As an overseer miner, I'm the one who's responsible to say, no, this ground is not workable. We can't work here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I wake up, I know what I left yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So when it happens, it would have happened, but we try our level best to make sure that it's safe for everyone, because it's not all about me.
Mm-hmm.
The next person that's working with me, a child. So it's not always about me.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a whole environment, that we need to take care about.
Mm-hmm.
So being an overseer miner means that you are overseeing everything.
You are making sure that everybody goes home safely and everybody goes back to their families and etc.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. It does make sense. So I'm sure the fear is there somewhere, somehow, yeah?
It's there. But as long as you put your working place to say, no, this working place, I put it into my hands, then it must be safe for me.
Yes.
If anything happens, it would have happened. But as miners, we make sure that it's safe for everybody.
Because the funniest part is that when we talk about miners, we're talking about Omakorokoza specifically, yeah, or Chegecha. What we're seeing is how much they make so much huge money at overnight. They spend it overnight on alcohol and women most of the times because they know that they're going to make more. And as we know, I've seen it back home. I've seen it at home whereby a lot of women go for the machegechas because they know that they are going to be loaded with so much money. And most of these women, they have no idea how hard this money has been worked for. No appreciation whatsoever. And they rarely find women who are going to give them the guidance to even spend that money. It's a dangerous, in our head, it's a dangerous type of job. But it seems like very few people care how dangerous it is. And if the people survive or they don't, we just end up just watching TV. watching the videos on social media and say, oh, sorry, oh, what were they even thinking? But people are trying to make a living out of it and forget that there are different types of minors. So as we move forward, we've got Mimi. I did not read all your sentence. She said, I know I am definitely gonna learn more just like the other lives. Definitely, girl, you are. And we have Peggy Bullet. Thank you so much also for joining us. Minnie says, the bravest cousin I know, 100. Ooh, your compliment there, mister.
Shout out to Media. Shout out to Media.
Yes, I hope you heard that. He says shout out to you. And then we also have Chamba Wewe. Thank you so much for joining us. It is such a pleasure to have you tonight. As we go on to our next question that says, how does the constant danger affect your mental health and your sense of masculinity? Underground. Okay, let me not say underground as a minor. How does that constant danger affect your mental health as minors?
Can I give you 100%? 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to give yourself to say, you know what, if I die, I die.
Yeah.
Can you see the type of mentality we were talking about? I'm going underground. If today, if I get trapped, it's okay. You know, it's like you surrender your soul. So somehow you are messed up. Because the moment you say I'm going underground, no matter how many safety devices we will put and the ground monitoring devices, and the moment you say no, I'm going underground, you are ready to say no. It's okay. Whatever happens, it's okay.
But then before you move from that statement, does that kind of mentality also come back with you from work? Because now you have that mentality, you know what, I don't care what happens. And then when you come back to this, to life outside work, do you not find yourself having the same mentality with everyone that you have around or with every other situation that you find yourself in?
Only if it's an emergency.
Only if it's an emergency.
Only if it's, yeah. Like for example, let's say my daughter is sick, I will drive it even 400 km per hour. Yeah, but then also it also comes like, okay, fine. I was answering you at a large scale miner. There's a small scale miner. They say in the valley we have banana low.
Yeah, that's scary mentality sometimes.
If I survived the pit, I can survive you stepping me.
Yeah. Because we understand that. Yeah. Okay, before we go on, we also have Lincoln Magabo Nare. We also have Caesar who her husband says that she has joined. We also have Oni Moyo Bule Chongokwe. Thank you so much. He says, I joined by no welcome. I am so sorry if I did not see you. I'm just seeing the pop-up messages of everyone who's joining. If I do not see you and I've not called your name, can you please type your name? And if you can, type from which country you are watching us from, because we are excited that you're here. We are grateful for it. And as we move forward, thank you so much for listening. I hope you are having your notebooks and you are listening and you are paying attention to know how to deal with men better as we are working towards the upcoming book that is titled If Men Could Talk, because we know that men are silent beings. They just shut themselves in because the world has got so much to say and so much to judge so negatively about men. At the end of the day, when we have, like we're just talking about the effects of the dangers of men in the minds, how it affects their mental health, because if a man is mentally disturbed, how is he going to lead his family? How is he going to lead his society? How is he going to lead the church? How is he going to lead anyone in the society at all? Because we are talking about matters that affect our societies. So going forward, I'd like to ask you the next question. What is the hardest moment you've ever experienced as a minor? Something that stayed with you until today.
This is a very powerful question. as a minor, at the hardest moment, I had to choose between my job, my family, and then another. Okay, my subordinates' safety.
Mm-hmm.
I had to choose between me to say personally and then also when I say about my family, I'm talking about okay, fine. If I say no, if I choose it means that I have to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
But then I still need to be paid. And then I still need to make sure that the next person who's working under me is also safe. The hardest was to choose, to say, okay, fine. Is it me or the next person or the other person?
Mm-hmm.
Those are decisions that we make every day.
Because we understand that, especially with minors, you have to spend a lot of hours away from family. That can really affect relationships between you and families and your loved ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that can really be so tough. And it's not everyone who can understand the situation. Right. And also, I would like to welcome Precious Ayanda. Hi, baby. Who says minor equals soldier. You are a soldier, Mr. Mupunga, as she has just said.
Exactly.
And
you know what? Whoever said that post is the same thing.
It's
You
Precious.
have declared your life to say no. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Begazela is asking, do we have female minors? Thank you, sweetheart, for that question. It's very important. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I've worked with female minors, and when I was in my college, there were female minors, and then literally on the ground, they are there. And
Even underground.
Those women are tough.
Okay.
Those women, I would rather vote for them to be president. Those women are tough, and they can go man to man. You know the song "Man to Man."
Yeah. But if I were to ask you a question, when women go into mining like you do as men, do they remain feminine or they end up leaning more into masculinity?
No, it depends on what type of mining we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about, let's say, mechanized mining,
Mm-hmm.
or we're talking about harsh mining.
Okay.
But I don't know, what I can tell you is that women are so powerful. They can do whatever a man. Okay, fine. They might not do it to the...
Women, were you listening? And then he's changing the statement for us.
Oh, no. No. I know, don't get it twisted. Is that I've seen women that have tried to push, and they've pushed, and then you can see that no, she has put, like, she has put her whole energy. Check.
Mm-hmm.
In mining, but then also go, you help you pushed or tell her pants, and then let's take care. Like, no, women in mining, they are so rude. Oh, God, first thing, they are rude.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And then they know what they want, and then they make the bag.
I've never had a female miner friend. Honestly, I've never. That is quite
okay.
That is very, very much interesting. Absolutely, it is. And I would like to ask you the next question, which says, before we read that question, I'd like to welcome Romney Tangzi. I hope I pronounced your name very well. Thank you so much for joining us. And then we have Beggy Bule, who's also saying maybe they are men in women bodies.
Yeah, there must be men. There must be those people.
And then Vega also says, wow, I like that comment on women. Imbo kodo.
Let's not be great. But when, those men with underground.
Yes.
Those are men.
why I had to ask the question, do they remain feminine or they end up leaning on the masculine side? Because, wow, that is a lot of work. That is harsh. So I think they become still, because they go through every process to make iron and whatever. And yeah, they go through the blessed furnace and they're cooked. Wow, okay. Moving on to the next question, we want to ask, do you ever feel pressure to stay strong because you are a man, even when you are overwhelmed?
No, as a man, you're a provider. Whatever happens, you've got to be the number one guy.
But the question
as
is,
a man,
do you ever feel that pressure to stay strong because you are a man? Even you do get overwhelmed, so you have to stay strong because you are a man.
Yeah. As a man, you always have to make a plan. As a man, you always have, you know what, when I go underground and then I come back, when I go underground, I have to make myself feel safer and then do my job so that I can support whoever has been left on surface.
Mm-hmm. But if I were to also ask the question, have you ever experienced losing your colleagues underground in your eyes, in your face?
Not really, but I was called for a rescue that we had to, personally,
mm-hmm.
I had to take someone out of the ground that was deceased.
That must have been very hard. Does it ever go away, or do you heal from it? Do you ever get the moment to heal from it?
It takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then, when you say overseer minor, these are some of your job responsibilities. If anyone does anything funny, you need to take them out.
Mm-hmm.
And I still remember that day vividly. Do you know that hugging or controlling a dead body, maybe is out of proportion, but it's one of the things that I've had the hardest, to take someone out that was deceased.
And coming back home, trying to take all
and
that in, and
smile.
Yeah.
And then you have to smile.
And you have to smile when you get out, and everybody expects you to be the same. Well, it can never be the same. Also, welcoming Eric Joey, Sane Mna Kanonsi Mdlongwa. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are very happy to have you. And also, Harriet says, working in a male-dominated field, I often found myself adopting a more masculine edge just to keep up. But in the process, I lost a part of myself. I'm now on a journey to reclaim my feminine and prove that strength and softness can coexist. But the struggle is real. Wow, that is very deep, baby girl. It very much is. And it's so true and so real, because I think I can so much relate. When I was in high school and I was in a class of architecture, and I was so good, and the boys will always feel threatened by it and be like, no, this is a men's field, and you have to find yourself doing everything else that men are doing. It will be so challenging, and it's so... well, I cannot even put it, but you put it in words well enough. And we also have Rose Mavura. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for joining. You are more than welcome. Yes. Yes. Rose. And Bolton is saying, shout out to you, Rose. And also, Bege is saying, this shows the topic about men suffering can also be applied on women, because they are strong and brave women who carry men's load in the family. Unfortunately, such women are not always appreciated. And that is very true. That is very true. And I want you to look out for another book that is also coming about women. So, hey, right now, yeah, we are talking about men, but we have a book that's also coming for women very soon. I tell you, very soon. It was meant to be a surprise, but hey, it's coming. It's coming. We're gonna learn about it. We're gonna learn so much about women's strength, because wow, we go through so much too. But hey, again for men.
Wait, Langa,
Yes.
wait. This is about men.
Yes.
This is about women.
I was just reading the comment that in as much as we want to talk about women, we will talk about women because their book is coming. But now we are talking about men.
Oh, it's about men. It's about
Yes.
men. Yeah.
For now, it's about men.
So
There are 2 books coming, my friend. There are 2 books coming. But we've been talking more about men. No one has been we have been speaking up for men, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. We want to speak up for men because, yes, and that is my priority. And hey, this book is coming up and we're going to turn it into a movie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait for it.
Oh, wait.
It's going to be massive.
Can you give me a second?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a second. I just want to, can I put my camera down just for a second?
Okay. No problem.
All right, cool. Just for a second.
Yes. We're going to wait for our guest for just a second as he asks to be excused for a moment. But I hope you are still keeping up with us and you are appreciating the information that we have. No one is attacking anyone. No one is just not being fair to anyone. But hey, I tell you, we are talking on behalf of men because men also have problems and we're not even talking about it. But it does not mean that other genders do not have any problems too. No. And thank you for that, Bege. It is very true that women also have to be appreciated. What men can do, women can do as well. And it's very true, but all the things that we do most of the times that are so masculine, they turn us into masculinity. And when we turn into masculinity at the end of the day, we fail to be feminine. When we fail to be feminine, then it rains on us. So hey, we have to try and find ourselves in the feminine side if we want to continue being feminine and be treated femininely. And I think our guest is back. Thank you so much. Tembi is saying that Baldwin, if volume of Baldwin is not clear, is it the same for everyone? Can you please confirm? But he had just worked out and Tembi, you just got in. I think everybody has been hearing him. He had just stepped out. But if it's not, please, he's back here and we're going to ask him another question. Can you please comment after he answers the next question so that we may know that if it is still the same or it was because he had just stepped out. Moving on to the next question, I want to ask, I think this one you already answered about the sacrifices that you've made for this job. Okay, what is the most dangerous part of your job that people don't talk about enough?
This one I've answered already, daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
The most dangerous is not being able to come back home.
Okay. That is the fear.
That's the most dangerous.
That is the fear, but not... The dangerous is dying at work. That's how we can put it.
Yeah.
Dying at work. So it is a very risky job. But hey, Tembi, I read your comment and I felt to say welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. That is Usis Magu. She has joined us and thank you so very much. And I hope that by now he is audible and you can hear him clearly. But then because he had answered that question already, I would like you to answer how common are accidents or near misses and how does that affect the team emotionally?
Okay. Accidents. When we talk about accidents, if I do my job so very well,
Mm-hmm.
if I do my job so very well, and then if my team does my job,
Yes.
our jobs,
Mm-hmm.
everyone.
Yes.
Because number one is safety first.
Okay.
So they're not so common, and then they don't happen like accidentals. They can happen here and there, and then whoever's listening, you can even go to Implant and see how many shifts Implant. There's been a mine that has got 1 million shifts
Mm-hmm.
with no incident. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're not so common, but when we talk about small scale miners, they are common because they don't have the know-how.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just do because they just want to take the money.
Without the
So,
proper procedures to it.
yes, the standard operating procedure, and then they do not even invest in safety. They only invest in taking money out. But if you are in a company that says, you know what, the best thing that must come out of the mine is the miner, or is the person that is gone underground.
Yeah.
That's the best mine you can work at.
Okay. Thank you so very much. And then we also have Eric Jean who says, Ijob, Svali. And then we also have Tembi who's also laughing that daughter. Yes, we always have this argument. He's my son, I'm his daughter. But all is true at the end of the day. All is true at the end of the day.
I'm the father.
No, it's okay. I'll ask him for ice cream after this. He will buy me. He's the father, so you have to spoil me after this. He's the father at the end of the day. All right. I want to ask you, what is the funniest or strangest thing you've ever seen underground?
You want funny or strange? Which one do you want?
Well, if you've got both, you can give us both.
Okay, the strangest that I have seen was a bird that died and then it doesn't decay.
What? What is the science behind that?
It was a bird that died and it doesn't decay. Up to date, it doesn't decay.
Okay, that is very strange and weird.
Correct. And then the funniest. Okay, yeah, that one is. And then the funniest. You want the funniest?
Yeah.
The funniest is that I took my food underground and then I was eating and then I dropped my lunch. My lunch, dude. I was looking for my lunch and I had put so much food.
And you're not able to go back up and get more lunch, and you're hungry and you're working. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You know what the next mess I said? Oh, Maput, you know our popcorn, Maput,
yes.
Yes. That day we laughed, and then I was like, I know, you know what, I'll give you a piece of my meat. And then he came, but I was hurt.
Oh
but
my
it was
God.
funny. Like, that's
the frustration, I can imagine the frustration.
No, but I can't express enough the laughter. You know, when my lunchbox dropped, I can't express to say how everyone laughed at me, and they say, okay, we can grab a piece of amaputi che. You know, everyone came in, but they were laughing at me. They say, okay, we can grab. I won't forget that.
Oh my God! So sorry for that, but the way I know you love food, that must have been very painful.
Good.
Oh my God! Okay, I want us to move to the next question that says, do you ever feel guilty about not spending enough time with loved ones because of long hours at work?
That's a very difficult question. It's very difficult.
Okay.
Because for me, for my loved ones to have fun or enjoy themselves, I have to spend more hours
at work.
At work. Mm-hmm. And then if I spend less hours at work, which means that my loved ones are not going to have whatever they need.
Okay, but do you ever feel guilty about that? Making that choice of going to work and not spending more time with your loved ones?
Can I say maybe 30%? Because I feel like if I was an accountant, mm-hmm. You check, as a miner, if I was an accountant, maybe I would be coming home every day. But the type of job that I'm working at and what I do, it doesn't allow me to be coming home every day. So I kind of feel guilty to say, you know what, I could have done something better in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have done something better in my life. But at the same time, what I'm doing right now is my passion. I love my job.
That
So
even if
that's
you
why
were
I
to be
said
given a second chance to choose a career and be taken back into the years, you still choose mining.
mining number one. I always be a miner.
Wow, you seem like you do love the danger. You do love being a soldier. You enjoy it. You have zero regrets on it. Okay, the other question that says, has working in the mine ever made you consider your role as a father, a husband, a son? Not just for yourself, but for every other miner out there who has ever said something like that. Has anyone in this position ever felt like, I should not have married, I should not have been a father if only I was not a son, because your mom is crying for you, wishing I can see my son more often, your wife wishing I could see my husband more often, being a father, being a husband, all of that, being the children wanting to see their fathers. How does it, has it ever made any of you reconsider, or you are just so okay with where you are?
You know what? This question you asked and then you answered yourself.
Did I?
Yeah. Because okay, fine. The basic question was that to regret, to say I'm a minor and then I have not been there and all of that. Mm-hmm. Mining is not easy, guys. To be honest. Mm-hmm. Mining is not easy, and being a husband is not easy. Auntie. Mm-hmm. And then also, please, if there are any women that are listening to this that have been married to minors, mm-hmm. I want this point to be put out. There is no mining town that is in the CBD.
All of them mining are outside town.
It's always in the bush. Mm-hmm. Auntie. Mm-hmm. So, and then it puts us into a place where we can't even say my daughter or my son go to that school, because mining is not in a natural area. Okay. When we're talking about mines that are in a natural area, I can maybe name 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. But most of them are in the bush.
So both women who are marrying minors should be aware of this, and also men who want to be minors should be aware of this.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So when you say, can I marry you, you must know this guy can die anytime, and then this guy is gonna live in the bush, and then our daughter is gonna be living in a compound, and then we're going to be living in a compound. Mm-hmm. So those are things that when we talking about women to marry, they need to know all of that. Mm-hmm. You check. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then also as men also, minds are different. Mm-hmm. We must try harder. You check. Yes. We must try harder. There are minds that are so nice. Like for example, where I'm working at right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are minds that can even pay your child's school fees. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I just need to go to school a little bit. If I go back to university a little bit, and then the man will pay for me. But I'm saying there are people that already they've got the mind paying for their school fees and all that. Yes. Mm-hmm. You check. And then we've got minors, like when I was in the small scale, mm-hmm. The owner doesn't even care about you. Hmm. You check. So you're more like on your own. Huh? You'll be more like on your own, but still having to make sure that your family is still safe, even if they are in the compound with you. Yeah. Number one is family. Yeah. And we also have Bege who's saying, so sorry, but indoda ayikali.
Sorry,
Wait,
dear man, but that statement has said, Indota Aikali. She has spoken. And then Minenhle is saying, Mina, I feel guilty on behalf of Kazi. Literally, we would spend 3 months without seeing him, only for him to come home 2 days, then back at work. The way he loves mining is understandable, though. Being a man is always about sacrifices. Oh, that's very deep, baby girl.
What was that mean?
That was meaning. That was meaning.
No, she understands. She understands.
Yeah, that's when you see how fast they've grown, and wow, it's beautiful to watch. And then we also have, what keeps you going on the hardest days? Your reason. But I think you've already mentioned your daughter. Your daughter keeps you going.
You know what? I can lose all limbs. I can lose my head, my hands, but as long as I've got a heartbeat, it's Iyanda.
Wow.
Iyanda. Oh, Mupunga. Number one.
Yeah, that is very beautiful, but I understand that all other men have got different reasons what keeps them going. But it's beautiful to know that a man will put his daughter first or his daughter forward, and all he does is thinking about his daughter. You know, a girl dad, you know, or a daddy's girl. Like, that's one of the most amazing feelings a daughter can ever have or ever experienced. So, do you feel society appreciates the role minors play in the economy, or you have all been under the same umbrella of illegal makorokoza? Do you think the society appreciates minors?
Right. Lapa, you've asked two different questions. It depends on to unga. Where are you? For example, where I am right now, society refers to women, refers to the whole total community. We check. We're doing a good thing here.
Yes.
The owner of the mine or whatever is happening right now, they put back effort because as men were working, and then they also taking local labor. You check. Yeah. So it's local labor. So already from Norway, they've hyped everything. I'm talking about health. I'm talking about schools. And I'm talking about even the local, just to say, okay, fine, local first. They consider local first.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got boys, maybe they're supposed to be doing drugs, but then they're now occupied under, like I'm saying, 12 hours a day. Yeah, so I'm saying currently where I am, I know they've done the best for the society.
The society does appreciate minors where you are.
Yes.
But when we talk about overall, if you think the society does appreciate minors, just looking at the larger scale.
If I'm going to talk about those other people that are not in this community, yeah, it's harsh out there. Because those are the people that they spend a lot, and then those are the people that can easily murder you.
Yes. Or we've seen and heard the Bemba stories from them, which is a thing that is really going on. Yeah. And we also have another comment from Mini who says, I think now I also need a child to motivate me the way Baldwin is motivated by Iyanda. Maybe she's got a point. Maybe we need to also have our own daughters or sons who will motivate us the way she motivates you.
Let's forget about Mini. Let's forget about Mini. Next question.
You'd kill her. I know. Okay. I think the question that I now have for you is, what advice would you give to a young man thinking of becoming a miner?
Okay, number one. Advice number one. make sure that you always stay with your wife. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
And then number two, make sure that if I'm not be talking about his safety,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about his sanity.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, make sure wherever you mine, make sure that you're able to be with your wife.
Okay.
And then number two, make sure that wherever you are, your child can go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And then number three, make sure wherever you are, there's job security.
Okay.
And then number four, make sure wherever you are, it's a presentable place where you can feel safe that you can go underground. Because you don't want to go underground and then think maybe people are going to come into my house and do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you check.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, but it's something that as minors we can't guarantee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, most of us we sleep in the bush. We've got tents. I don't know if I just said I could post pictures of where I've been.
Mm-hmm.
You actually
Possibly others who
sacrifice
might
yourself
think
to say,
twice
"No."
about the career.
Huh?
I'm saying if you had to post those photos, possibly others might think twice about the career.
Yeah, they'll be scared, but at the end of the day, you are men.
Yeah. Because it is a male dominated for a reason. I want to ask you one and final question for tonight. The final question is, if mining had a theme song for you personally, what would it be? If it had a theme song, what would it be?
Scared of lonely. You know what? Scared of lonely.
Oh wow!
Scared of lonely.
I didn't see that one coming. I didn't expect that to be the song.
Scared of lonely. Because you go into these dark places and then like, wait, and I'm alone. Who's gonna rescue me? And then sometimes you have to say, Swan, as a man, you have to say, Swan, okay, wait, let me get back my English battles. You have to say, wait, let me go and check. And then as you walk, you're the first person that's gonna die. Number one, because it's your duty. So that song always reigns in my mind. I'm scared of lonely. So you go number one, because as minors we're the sacrificial, we're the sheep. Because we have to make sure that it's safe so that people can come. But who's gonna make it safe for me? You check.
Yeah.
So scared of lonely, and I remember also you hitting those high notes.
I know exactly how you'd always ask for it whenever you come home. You're like, please, that note. You love that song for a reason. I know. Scared of lonely. So he said. Yes, we also have two comments that says, I don't think a minor should marry while young. He should marry a mature woman because of challenges that have been said. That is very important. That's from Peggy Bule. That's my dad. That's from Peggy Bule. He said that. It's very valid. Absolutely valid. Because the woman at least has to understand what this is. She has to be able to be in those shoes without being in them entirely, so that the marriage can keep on going very maturely. And then Bege Dube also says, I think the other consideration is something popped up, is a humble prayer before going underground. It's not easy, really. Amen. That is absolutely true, Kazi. It's very true. Oh, that's my other cousin. That's my other cousin. Thank you so much for that comment. Prayer before everything that we ever do in our lives. So also minors should know how to pray before they go in there. Because honestly, it is not the might of the minor to go in there and come out alive. It is not. It is all God
Yeah.
Without him, it will not be possible. And we also have Unotando Linda Kumalo, who just joined us when we were about to close for tonight. But thank you so much for joining us still. I hope you're going to be able to watch it after we post it, because after this, we're going to be able to post it here. If it happens that you cannot find it here, you will also find it on YouTube, because we're going to post it also on YouTube. You can watch it any day, today, next month, next year. It will always be there. With that being said, Mr. Mpunga, thank you so very much for tonight, for this presentation, because, oh my God, we almost missed it. I think you have been wondering what's been going on, because the past week we've been coming in late because of this StreamYard thing. If you know any other way we can use to go live like that, please do inbox me and help, because I think it's more beneficial when you are watching me and watching the guest at the same time. But above all, I wish Facebook can bring back the whole live and bring a guest, because we could bring as many guests as we could, even the commentators. It really helped so much. And I feel like these matters are very much important. I don't know, Mr. Mpunga, if you have the final words to say tonight before we close. Do you have anything you'd like to say? Or a shout out to whoever, I don't know.
Wait, shout outs. Shout outs a lot. Okay, can I say my shout outs?
Yes, please.
Number one is Langa.
That is me.
Yes, number one shout out. And then number two, Onimoyo.
I hope she's still here and listening. Onimoyo, that shout out was coming to you.
But who's a child?
Well, at least we didn't say who she really is. We also have Sia Matlangu, who has just joined us, but he just joined us so late also when we were about to close. But thank you so very much for joining. That is my friend also. Thank you so very much. Oh, he's an amazing speaker, actually. He's also a good interviewer, I tell you. Yes. And as you go on with your shout outs.
All right. Shout out. Okay, fine. The most Umalume.
You have a lot of malumes.
I know. There's one who kept me in the bush for 3, 4, 5 days. He knows himself.
I think he's the one who is actually online with us tonight. He knows himself. And I think I know the scenario too. I know it.
Man. Wait. That guy, he made me sleep in the bush for 5 days. He control arm. Yeah. I know this is really, but shout out.
Shout out to you, Becky Pule. He is shouting out to you. You are the uncle, I could tell. I know you definitely are.
And then also, Jay, the most important person, man, shout out to Ian, and then also shout out to Umini. Whenever time I come back, when I don't answer my calls, Umini opens the door.
Well, Ianda will watch this years later, and she will know that her father actually did say shout out to her on this very live. I'll make sure I direct her here. I will make sure myself I direct her to this live. And Minnie, if you're still watching, this shout out was going to you, girl. You've been commenting and all, we see you. And Uoni says, I'm listening. Thank you, my dear ones. We really enjoyed. She did hear your shout out.
Nice one. Nice. It's been nice. But I think, okay, fine. My final word. My final word. We still need to talk behind doors.
Yeah.
As men. Yeah, as men. There are a lot of things that I didn't express today because there were people listening. But at the end of the day, Langa, I hope whoever is listening to you or whoever is listening right now is Langa. Be a counselor. I know you're not a psychologist, but be there.
Always. I make
Exactly.
sure. I
Yeah.
always make sure.
Yeah. So
Thank you for
there's a
that.
lot that I wanted to say, but I really couldn't. But at the end of the day, Kazi.
Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. And as you heard, Bolton Mpunga, I also did tell you that you should go to his page. His Facebook profile is Bolton Mpunga. If you've got any issues about mining, you want to have inquiries, please go to him with your consultation fee. Inbox him and he will lead you. I tell you, you're not going to regret it. He's going to serve you as much as I am able to serve you whenever you need my services. Yes. And again, because we know, shouting out to a lot of men, I'm not sure how other countries are, but I know that in Mozambique, I know that in Zimbabwe, we've got a lot of our Jegeja because of the conditions and situations in our societies of our economical situation. So people, a lot are being forced into going into mining so that they are able to provide for their families. It's not easy to be a man. But hey, in as much as it is not easy to be a man, as women, let us try to give a shoulder. Let us try to be considerate. Let us try to be there for them as much as we can be. Try to listen first before we judge. Perhaps we might make a very big difference and try to reshape our societies. But for tonight, before we close, Minente also says, thank you for that shout out, Kazi. She was listening, she heard you. And to everyone who was listening tonight, we thank you so very much for joining us. It was such a pleasure. It was lovely having you. And hey, and Peggy Pule says, thank you to be number 3 on the shout out. Well, thank you so much also for being here. Everyone who has been here, we've been seeing all of you. I appreciate you and I love you so much. Shout out, peace out, wishing you a blessed week ahead. Bye.